Yes, live started, sir.
So currently, I think students are not added to the meeting. So should I wait for some time?
Okay, sir.
So students were aware about the meeting, no? The link was shared with them.
Yes, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. I am audible to you. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Students were aware. The link was shared with them.
So Dr. Asmita is with us. I think she is also one of the student of this course.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we will wait for 5 more minutes. If other students are not joining, then if you have any question or query, we can answer.
Sir, I can see few concerns raised by the students, but I don't think so they have joined. One concern is by Navya and one is by then another is by the next student, Vinay, I think. But I can't see those students.
About this
Sir.
meeting, they have some questions. No, concern means what? They have
Sir,
any?
these are like these are not proper questions, but they are asking for the books you recommend to study. And then one concern is regarding PPT and pattern of exam, such type of concerns. Not, we can't say questions from the this syllabus.
So these queries are on the portal, no?
Not portal, sir. For the live session, a Google sheet was circulated. So these are on that sheet.
Oh. Okay, so we have not recommended any specific book, but there are certain concepts which we have discussed. So some of the concepts are available uh, in economics book written by Samuelson. So you can write to the students that they can try to read some of the concepts.
Yes.
For example, externalities or intellectual property rights or globalization. All these terms we have used, or economic growth, economic development. So most of the lectures are connecting all these concepts. So a student can take the basic reading from these books. Apart from that, we have also shared some of the reports. For example, Global Innovation Report and other reports published by WIPO, and some of the reports by World Trade Organization. So the student can take the benefit of those recent reports, because this includes the recent information uh, about the what is happening in terms of innovation, what is the ranking of countries in terms of patent and other intellectual property rights, trademark or copyright. In fact, WIPO also publishes the different intellectual property indexes. So one can also have a look. There is a data set which gives idea about country-wise patent applications, trademark applications, and other IPR applications. So these are the sources from which we have gathered various information. And for PPT, some of the PPTs which was linked with the concept, especially the basic concept of IPR, how economics of IPR works, what are basically the types of IPR, what are basically the regulations which is being used in intellectual property rights. Probably all such PPT we can share with the student on the portal. So you can mention that some of the PPTs will be shared on the portal, and also the basic books written by economics book written by Samuelson, which is also available on the website, that can be also read by the student. So these are my comments about the students' reading material and PPT, so that we can share. Maybe tomorrow I will be able to share, because this session is also live for those students who are not attending, but there are this type of this session is also available on the YouTube, so a student can also get the benefit of watching our discussion which we are doing here, and they can get the benefit from this discussion. So that I will take care. So
Sir,
this
I
is
can relate students' concern
Yes, please go ahead.
One student has written, I don't have a law background. Please suggest some book which we can refer, or please send the whole PPT to us.
PPT we are already sending.
Yes, sir. And
We are already sending. WIPO has a basic, a small book that is on what is intellectual property right. That can be, the link can be also shared with the student. Link on uh, what is IPR, what is intellectual property rights. This is a small book which gives the idea to the student that what is IPR and what is the importance of IPR. That also we can share with the students apart from our PPTs. Also, the student is writing that they have no background of law, I think. What is the concern? They are not having law background.
yes, sir. She doesn't have law background. That's why she is asking for PPT and all.
So this course is not completely linked with the law, but yes, we have some questions and some articles we have presented in our live in our video. So probably because of that, she is asking that she is not aware about some of the law. So what we can do is generally many times we have used TRIPS agreement, and also we have used used our local law. So what we can do is we can share with the student two things. One is the TRIPS agreement, the soft copy of the TRIPS agreement that is also available on the WTO website. So tomorrow we will try to send TRIPS agreement, copy of the TRIPS agreement, because most of the things related to intellectual property rights cannot be understood without understanding the TRIPS agreement, because there are
Yes, sir.
different acts and different agreements which was signed by the countries. So we can take we can share the link of the TRIPS agreement with the student, and they can also go through that agreement copy. And for the Indian law, we can share with them the Indian Patent Act or Indian Trademark Act, or at least we can share the link so that they can explore Indian Patent Act and Indian Trademark Act or Copyright Act for the reference. So this background can give them some idea about how different law has been implemented, how new law is also in action, and how Government of India is also able to protect the intellectual property rights. So this we can take care tomorrow. Any other concern?
Sir, the next is what would be the pattern of exam?
Pattern of the examination, as we have discussed uh, uh, earlier, that there will be some short answer questions, match the following questions. Also, you will have some case-based or descriptive questions. So all these will be the pattern of examination. Neither it will be completely objective exam, nor it will be completely descriptive exam. So you have the information, you have the idea about the questions, questions of intellectual property right in the objective form, because you are already you have already finished many quiz. So this is the basic idea about the questions. About the descriptive questions, probably the descriptive questions will be based on the concept, or descriptive questions may be based on the some of the cases where you have to suggest that what a firm should do, what a person should do, so that you will be able to guide the firm or your institution that how to protect the intellectual property rights. So this understanding will be judged through the question paper. First is
That's all, sir. We have here with us Dr. Smita Singh and Avinash, Mr. Avinash. Maybe they can.
Yeah, if they have any question, they can start. Asmita and Avinash, if you have any question, you can ask.
No, sir, I do not have any queries.
So we will be sharing this some of the PPT and also the copy of the TRIPS agreement or the link for the Indian Patent Act and Copyright Act. These things will help you linking your PPTs and the understanding which you have in past. Examination, as I have already discussed, this will be objective as well as the subjective. So weightage will be, I think, close to 50-50 or 60-40, like that. Means the end semester, the final examination. If Avinash has any question, Avinash. Probably Avinash, his microphone is not connected. We have another student, I think, Unkona. Any question from Unkona? Unkona, can you unmute and ask the question if you have any question? Okay. Anything else by anyone? So if there is no question, then what we can do is we can wait for some more time if any student can join, or after a few minutes we can leave this meeting, because I think most of the students are busy in preparing for the examination and also busy in other courses, so they are not able to join. So I just wanted to know, because two students are still live. So I just wanted to know the drawback, the problem in some of the PPT or some portion which you are still facing and which can be improved further. Asmita, if you have any point which can further improve this course, especially for bringing some new discussion or uplifting some of the concept.
So actually, I found the whole course very interesting because I myself have an economics background. So I think it was very nice. If we could have the material that you have said that will be shared, that will be more than enough, I feel.
Yeah, that we will share. But some of the videos, some of the lectures are recorded little earlier, like in 2016 or 17. So especially the last part of the presentations, some of the last part of the videos, uh, week 4 videos basically,
Yes, sir.
maybe revised because there are so many new concept, and there are some new chapters also which is being discussed. COVID-19, nobody was aware about
Yeah,
COVID-19,
yes, sir.
and
So those are certain
COVID-19
aspects.
was, yeah, uh, uh, one of the important time to test the importance of intellectual property rights when majority of the people in the world were facing for, and still they are not vaccinated properly. The vaccine is the part of the intellectual property rights, and many firms who have developed the vaccine, they were not in the position to provide it freely to different countries, and not even on the low cost. They were charging high cost, Pfizer and other firm. It took time, and many developing countries has filed an application to WTO that there should be a patent waiver, and it took almost 2 years time to say that yes, uh, patent waiver is granted, and that too only for limited time, uh, and only for the vaccine, not for medical equipment and not for other things. So this
Exactly,
still
sir.
shows that yes, this still shows that intellectual property rights is a matter of a matter of more process of exploitation and making money by those firms who have the upper hand in R&D and those who are doing well. So it is not the cake of everyone to get anything, which is very important, and that too for saving the life. What can be more worse time than the COVID-19 for the world? But the cooperation, the support which is required, it was not available to the country. So this could have been the added part and some more new
Exactly, sir. If
skills.
it is possible to add such situations, because the whole Doha round revolved around these issues that the developing countries are facing, and that is why the stalemate occurred. And if these are the situations that can be included in greater detail in the course, then it would be very beneficial for the students.
So public health, which was the main concern of the Doha round, was tested again during the COVID-19, and world have already presented its very selfish conditions, uh, that everyone was ready to make money, but everyone was not ready to save the life or to support the, and also those medicines which was patented medicines, uh, it was not freely available. For example, remdesivir was used by many countries, and it was prescribed by the doctors during COVID-19, but it was not freely available to everyone. So it was really a very tough time and a challenging time for intellectual property rights. Uh, uh, the issue of intellectual property right is becoming more sensitive when the world is having such pandemic or having some disease which cannot be controlled immediately. So these are the things which is in my mind. I will try to include all those points, uh, and certainly some of the PPT, some of the materials that will be uploaded tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other questions, Madhuri, you have received, if you have received by this
No,
time?
sir, only 3 were there. No new questions.
Okay. So shall I end the meeting now? We don't have any other questions. Okay, so should I request the NPTEL office to close the meeting since we don't have many students available? We have one more student, I think, Dr.
Just joined.
Yeah, Pratesh Kumble. Hi, Dr. Pratesh. Are you able to hear me? And one more student is joining now, R. Yuvarani. Dr. Pratesh, are you able to hear me?
If you have questions, you may type in the chat box.
Any question for this live session? You can ask me or you can type in the chat box. Madhuri, I am finding that another
Sir,
name.
I can't see any question in the chat box.
Good evening,
But
sir.
yeah,
Am
good
I
evening.
audible?
Yes, yes.
This is Dr. Lenina.
Hello.
Actually, I was trying to give the question.
Is there any
from
question?
YouTube link, but it was not reaching you, I think. So
Okay.
I joined again from Zoom. Yeah. My question is, yeah, my
Lenina, please use the microphone.
yeah, my question is, sir, as you said that whatever has happened in the Corona period. So
Yes, sir.
will the questions be related to those things, current events in the exam?
I don't think there will be direct question on these issues. Uh, uh, But some of the report we have shared, like Global Innovation Index and all these things, those global index which was shared as a part of the course probably give you some more idea about what is basically the direction of intellectual property rights by different countries, what type of R&D is happening in other countries. So all these informations are needed, and also whether some of the medicines which was already developed by these countries was having some new innovations, or some medical equipments are coming during crisis time or not. So the questions cannot be directly dealing with the COVID-19 and all these things. But since this course is for the awareness, making you more aware about the intellectual property rights and how these intellectual property rights are one of the major source of many countries' GDP, and one of the major source for the revenue, because, for example, United States are having a huge revenue from the IPR products, the products which are having the intellectual property rights, such as the pharmaceuticals, electronic items, and other things. So that way, those global reports are important to go through. Maybe some of the questions, objective questions, will be linked with those index, global innovation index and reports. So that's why I'm telling you to just go through basically the major countries which has done well in last few years. That has to be known to the people. What is the status of intellectual property rights in 2020, 21, 22? These are the things which can be seen by the people. So by profession, you are a practitioner, medical practitioner?
No, sir. I am a engineering college professor.
Okay. And Dr. Pritesh, you are a practitioner or you are a student? So Pritesh has a question. Pritesh had a question about. So there are one question is on software program is patented or copyright. The point is any formula or a equation cannot be patented. But the point is it can be copyrighted if there is a new formula or something. So it depends on what basically novelty in terms of a product is having. If software is a product, and generally those softwares are the matter of patent. But if software is just a representation of the previous one, you are playing with some formula, changing something, and saying that this is a new thing, that cannot be patented. So that is the difference between the way softwares are basically prepared. So what newness? Because the patent, as I have also discussed in our course, that for patent you have to be dealing with three things: novelty, marketability. Novelty, marketability, and innovation. What new you have innovated, what is the novelty, and what are basically the marketability of that product. So if that three conditions are matching, then it can be the matter of patent. Otherwise, writing something, writing a formula, making something, some small addition to the already existing program, that cannot be the matter of patent. I think your second question is why foreign patents are granted early compared to Indian patents. So generally now Indian patents are also granted little quickly, but the point is granting a patent is not an easy task, because before granting the patent, you have to also see that what type of existing innovations are already done by other people, whether it is a copied item or it is not a copied item. So your application will be placed on the public portal by the patent office. If there is no if there is no claim globally that it is basically the violation of my patent, or it is basically the copy of my already existing innovation, then only it can further go for granting process. And before that also, the patent office take care of various other queries by their own office, by their own legal expert, because it depends on what you are going to patent. Suppose if it is a pharmaceutical product, then then the patent office has not only a single task to just contact a lawyer, but patent office has another task to contact a doctor also, a medical practitioner also. So similarly, a chemist also. So working together with these experts are not so easy. And if they are not giving you the final green signal, you cannot really go for the patent, granting the patent. So it's a long process, and for that you have to consult various offices. For example, if it is a integrated circuits, these days integrated circuits are used for various electronic items, for your mobile phone, for your laptop, for your screen, flat screen television sets. So it has to be again checked by the engineers. It has to be again verified, your innovation, by the lawyer, also by the technical expert, and then only patent will be granted. So the point is how your patent office team is strong, how many people are working there, how many applications you are receiving. So probably India is receiving less applications, but still these applications in the final granting form, it takes time, because it is not so easy to grant the patent immediately within a week. So it takes time, and slowly Indian Patent Office has to be more strong, and the government is in the process for making these offices more strong, because we take lots of time compared to other countries, because they are doing it for years and years. From 1947 to 1970, India was not having a very this is intellectual property right is a very important point, and India was not having any patent law for 1947 to 1970. It was 1970 which came up with a patent law, and still the Indian academic sector, academicians, and the industry is not having much tie-up. So we lack in terms of associating with each other. And similarly, we don't understand what industry wants, and industry do not understand what basically academicians are doing in terms of research and development, compared to Japan, compared to France, compared to Germany, compared to United States. So that way, because we are not very industrialized country, and also we are not very good in terms of R&D, while other countries are very good in terms of R&D, and they do R&D for the market purpose, for the research purpose. So that is the point which makes Indian patent system little slow compared to other countries. So if we are more industrializing, if we are more supporting our patent applications, if we are having faster delivery in terms of patent application, those who are filing the patent, they will be also very happy, and they will have the market fasting. Giving the patent right fast, it means that you are giving them a chance to enter in the market, because patent is granted from the date of application. So if you are granting patent after 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, you are reducing the time of those inventions to reach to the market. So more sooner you are granting the patent, more quickly they are reaching to the market. So that is the point. I think your third question is publishing time is also more comparatively other countries, you are saying?
हाँ इथे सर हे जो आहे ना आपलं बसा ना सर आपल्याकडे जसं गुडघ्याला बाशिंग बांधूनच लग्नाला तयार आहे फोन आला 5 सप्टेंबरला मी शेअर केलेले आहे साहेब पण हे प्रोफेशनल कम्युनिकेशनचा आधीचा कोड काय आहे
Hello, sir.
आताचा कोड
Yeah.
This is regarding question in the second assignment.
Yeah.
Actually, this is patents are granted for technical know-how, or if it is US, they are process patent also. But the answer correct answer given is the trade secrets. How is it trade secret?
Now, what was the question?
Question was technical know-how or distinct process of manufacturing can be best protected by.
Technical know-how.
Yeah. So when it is technology,
Yeah.
it should be patent.
So the options were patent, trade secrets.
Copyright and trademarks. I have written patents, but given answer is trade secret. It is wrong for me.
So technical know-how means, see, trade secrets are the thing where intellectual property rights are not known to others. For example, how a particular soft drinks, for example, Coke or Pepsi, is made by the firm. That is the technical know-how only known to a person who is keeping the trade secrets. Not to, this is not placed on the general the applications of, because trade secrets you do not have to disclose. You have to keep it with the trade secret in charge only. So such intellectual property are not the matter of you can say exposure, or not the matter of placing it on the. But in patent, technical know-how are basically presented to the public.
Yeah, but it is not asked whether it is a secrecy or something. Question says a technical know-how or a distinct process of manufacturing can be best protected by. It can be, if it is a technical know-how or if it is a technology, then definitely it should be patent. What I feel is.
Yeah, best protected means if you have, if you are knowing that technical know-how, in patent you have the right. You have the right of your product, but other people can also work on the R&D and they can challenge you.
Yeah.
In the same year.
Yeah.
Or maybe the next year. But if you are having the trade secrets and that secrecy is maintained by the firm for years and years, you have no competition from any other firm in the world.
Okay, so in that regard, best protected, you are saying. Okay.
Best protected is meant here that no one can infringe your rights, or no one can copy your product, no one can challenge you. So trade secrets makes you more stronger in the field of marketing of your product, for which you have a very important intellectual property, that is trade secrets.
Okay.
So that is the technical know-how connected with the trade secrets.
Okay, best protection you are asking. So
best protection, yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we had some more questions. Madhuri, can you read out some more questions in the chat box?
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Actually, sir, I apologize. My interrupting too much. Therefore, that those chats are becoming invisible to me.
Okay. So Pritesh has some more questions. Pritesh, can you ask the question if you are able to use the microphone?
Sir, Pritish question was one more question. Publishing time is also more in more comparatively. That question is visible to me.
Yeah, yeah. Matlab, he is asking that for publishing also, in India, we are taking more time.
Yeah.
But Pritesh, I can also give you some example that there are many there are many publishers who are ready to publish your book as soon as you are giving them the manuscript. But but the quality publishers are taking time. Quality publishers are taking time because similarly, the publishers are also matching the title of the book. Publishers are also matching the content. There are many softwares. They are checking the piracy from the internet. And at the same time, book publication is also a technical matter. Means these days, due to 3D printing and the usage of various softwares, the book printing now becoming very fast compared to previous days. Otherwise, typesetting and for each and every page, you should have a camera-ready version initially. So this camera-ready version means you have a film and which will be basically a copy of the matters which is ready for publication, and with the command of giving the publications, you are able to publish 1,000 copy or 10,000 copy. But this is a process in which you have to go through that no publisher wants to infringe the rights of other publishers. No author should be given free hand in copying some of the products which is already available in the market, even the title. So all these precautions are being taken by the publishers, and that's why good publishers are taking time. And they are also, as I have discussed, that any intellectual property is a matter of marketability. So publishers are also looking for the marketability. For example, more recently, I have seen large number of books published on COVID-19. So people who are in medicine field, they are writing on COVID-19 and medicine. Those who are in the economics, they are writing about the impact of COVID-19 on employment and other thing. Those who are in sociology, they are looking for migration and all this. So there are many titles similar, but the publishers are very clever. They are looking for fresh titles so that they will have a marketability and little more life to sell the product in the market. So that is one of the reasons. Technology is another reason. How equipped publishers in India are with the technology. And then also you have to have the proofreading system. You have to have a copy editor with you. So again, manpower and quality of the manpower becomes very important. But this is a very good news that India contributes a huge portion of outsourcing of books publication by different publishers of the world, because the cost of publishing books in India is lower compared to other countries in terms of manpower and all these things. So that's why many publishers are coming to India and they are publishing their books in India.
I think he meant publication of application of patent, because he writes in the chat, no sir,
Okay.
it is related to earlier question.
Publishing time is also more comparatively other countries.
Publishing of patent application, he said.
Patent application. But nowadays it is a little faster. You are able to publish your application in 3 months' time, because before publishing also they have the query. So whether this type of innovations are done or not, whether this type of innovations are similar to other innovations. Also, what is basically the future of this particular innovation, means whether this innovation can be further added to other innovations or not. For other industry, it will be applicable or not. So all these things patent office has to see, And if there are any weakness, if there are any query by the patent office, they will first ask you to answer those queries, and once you are answering and then the patent office is satisfied, then only you are able to, then the patent office is able to publish the application. Because once it is published, then it is also the matter of patent office to face the various questions and various various claim by other authors or other patent offices of the world. So to avoid all those things, patent office are also very serious in doing all these things. There is a big team working for scrutinizing these patent applications and then cross-verifying these innovations, and also sending the questions to the authors. And once they are fully satisfied, then only they are publishing it. So it's a very technical matter. So suppose, as I have discussed, if there is an innovation related to a smartwatch, so the smartwatch is already available in the market. So what is new, what is innovative, and what is marketability of that finally that particular innovation? So that's why they have to contact the people who are in the market. They have to contact the people who are in the legal sector. They have to contact the people who are in the technical sector. And then all those questions which patent office is receiving, they will again send it to the patent applicant. And then patent applicant has to answer all these questions one by one. And once they are receiving the answers, then again they are contacting the technical persons. And once technical persons are satisfied, then only the patent application will go for the further publication. Otherwise, the experts may again ask few questions to the applicant. So going through this process is not so simple, and without answering those questions, patent office are not satisfied. So this process takes time. In some of the countries, the officials and the people working in those offices are very much in number. Also, over the years, they have the expertise, and that way, Indian Patent Office is also gearing up and taking up more people, and it is giving more chance to have the scrutiny of many applications these days compared to past. I got your question, Pritesh.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, can you please send the PPT, or can you please provide a book so that we can study?
Probably you have joined late, so
Yes,
I have
I've joined late.
some of the PPT we will be sending you tomorrow, and then I will be also sending you a e-book published by WIPO, that is what is an intellectual property rights. Also the TRIPS agreement, a copy of the TRIPS agreement that I will also share with you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I think Nabia is the new participant in this meeting. Nabia, you have any question?
No.
Someone has joined with a name called physics. Any question? Any question from the physics side? Yeah, paper pattern we have already discussed that the paper will be objective as well as subjective. The portion of subjective and objective may be 60-40. 60% will be objective. It may be match the following. It may be true and false. It may be fill in the blanks. It may be multiple choice objective questions, and also some of the descriptive questions. Around 2 questions will be the descriptive questions. That will be basically about a situation where you have to suggest what has to be done, or maybe about a concept which you have to describe. So that will be the pattern of the question. So Pritesh, Lenina, and other people who have joined this meeting, if you have any suggestions to improve this course, if you can also give the feedback that if anything is lacking in this course, I can note down, and so that in future we can improve this course further.
May I, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lenina here.
Yes.
As you said that questions will be subjective as well as objective. So
Yes.
it would be better if you, I mean, in the assignment also, if you would design the assignments oriented to the final paper, that would be better. So some subjective questions could have also been asked in the assignment, so that people might have got used to it.
Okay. So you are saying that maybe some assignment can be also descriptive type or case based, or
Yeah.
maybe based on some of the concept which a student can answer.
Yeah. So that
So yes,
they
in
would have
future I will try.
prepared. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So
Thank
the TA of this course is noting down the suggestions. So we will work upon those suggestions.
Yes, sir.
So any other point by other students, Pritesh, or the student who has joined in the name of physics, Nabia, I think. So any point from Pritesh or Nabia? Okay, so no question and no suggestions. So should we end this meeting now?
Sir, one request from students.
Yeah.
If you have any further question, then you can continue within email. You can ask us those questions within email. We will reply as soon as possible. So here many students haven't joined. They can ask within email, and those who have joined, if you people have later any question, you may also ask us question within the email.
Yeah, on the portal they can ask the question if they are.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just closing this meeting. Thank you for joining, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.